How do narcissists use hoarding and phones to control and manipulate people? I think it's rather self-evident that by hoarding, by collecting things you don't really need, and by taking up space and controlling the movement in rooms and in houses and in homes, this is a form of manipulation. Now, I do believe you can be a hoarder and not be a narcissist. And I do believe some people hoard because of past traumas. But I have noticed, and others as well, many narcissists tend to be hoarders. Imagine standing in your living room and someone else throws their jacket on the floor and they demand you don't touch it. That jacket is taking up your space. And because you're not allowed to touch it or move it, that is control. They're controlling that space. And there's also a way of guilt. Let's say someone wants to store something at your house, maybe in your garage, and they insist that you do not touch it or move it or do anything that can get dust on it. They're cutting into your possible income. They're cutting into your possible use of your property. Maybe you work on cars for a living, but you're not allowed to work on cars because they're storing some of their stuff in your shop. This is a way to control people because they use your good nature, your caring nature against you. They turn your virtue into vice. Now, I've done another video on that, how the narcissist turns your virtues into vice. But back on point. By hoarding, a narcissist can control their family members. They can control the space and they can control the movement. And they can even use hoarding to control or reduce someone's income. Imagine you own several properties. And because of hoarding, you cannot rent out these properties. This cuts into your income. The narcissist knows this. And they also realize when you get angry at them and shout at them, unwillingly with a lot of people, they don't realize they're giving the narcissist narcissistic supply. So not only does the narcissist control these individuals, they also control their income to a point. And also the very fact the other people are becoming very upset at the narcissist. They will very often shout and yell at the narcissist. And remember, the narcissist craves attention. So the other people who are angry at the narcissist, unknowingly very often, are giving the narcissist narcissistic supply. So that is another bonus the narcissist gets. So this is how hoarding can be used as a weapon by narcissists. Again, not all hoarders are narcissists, but I do believe a significant number of narcissists use hoarding as a tool to control people. Now, how do narcissists use phones to control people? Think about it. Ever notice how a narcissist will constantly send text messages or constantly phone over and over again, 5, 10, 20 times a day, and demand you pick up the phone whenever they call? You could be eating supper. If they call, you have to pick up the phone. If you're working, you have to stop working and answer the phone. This expands their area of control. They try to use the phone to control people because when they call, and once they have them trained, They can manipulate that other individual. You need to do this. You need to do that. You need to stop doing this. You need to listen to me. You need to do this, this, and this. This is the game the narcissist inflicts on other people. It also gives them a sense of false control. Perhaps it's not false because if you buy into their game, which it is a game, a mind game that they play on others, this is how the narcissist can take control of other people. So to counter this, just turn off the phone. Practice phone discipline. Or just answer to text messages and make a point to only check your text messages a few times a day at set points in the day so you can actually get work done and actually have a social life. The narcissist hates this on so many levels because once you imply this counter strategy or this discipline that you will only check the phone at certain times during the day, they cannot control you on the other times of the day. Maybe you check the phone at 9 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and maybe once again at 6, and that's it. If you call in between, you're not going to answer. This gives you the power. This, and the narcissist loses the power. They hate this. But once they realize that you're not playing their game anymore, they will look for another manipulation. And it's just another reason just to go no contact with a narcissist.